Hi everybody, it's Cherie. I am here to do another plan with me in my standard vertical penny pages planner, and I'm going to use a new kit called Shades of Nature. It is not actually in the shop as of when I am filming this, but it will be going up in the shop within the next day or two and in all 4 formats. So it's just a really pretty kit with trees. So I'm going to plan Monday the 11th through Sunday the 17th. It's actually, today is the 1st of November, and I am going to Thailand this week here. We fly out on Sunday. So what I think I'm going to do for this week is take pictures. When we get home, I'll back plan, and I will cut my photos on sticker paper and do it that way. And so I will film that when I get home, but that's why I'm going to just leave this week empty. I think that'll be kind of a fun way to remember the trip. And because we will be doing a lot of sightseeing and whatever, you know, I don't have things other than what I will be writing down, you know, what time we have a cooking class, for example, booked. So that's, I believe, on Wednesday, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to leave it blank, and then I will back plan this when I get home. So watch for that. So also, to keep myself on schedule, I need to get this week down, which seems really odd for today being November 1st to be planning all the way up to Sunday the 17th. But that's how quickly time flies. So Shades of Nature. This is just a really pretty kit. I wanted something that didn't scream fall, didn't scream winter, and I thought this was just really pretty clip art. So yeah, that's what we've got going on here. I'm also probably going to bring in this pretty leaf washi here. It's a nice thin one if I can, because it matches with the browns in the kit. So I thought that would be really pretty. So hopefully everybody is doing well. It is a super gloomy day here. November is my least favorite month because of that very thing. It's often very gloomy, cloudy, dark. We're not quite winter yet, but we're past the pretty stage of fall. Yeah, November. So anyway, so I also printed with this kit, thinking of it now, I printed some date covers. So I think last time we put down the washi at the bottom, and then I kind of did, which I quite liked that. I haven't even filled in yesterday. I'm behind. But I think this time we will put the washi at the top, and it's printed, this kit's printed on premium matte. There we go. So it's better for hiding out, or not hiding, but, you know, blocking the darker marks in the planner so that they don't come through, as opposed to the repositionable matte. So there, awesome. And to my new subscribers, hello, welcome. I hope that you guys are all doing well, and I really appreciate the fact that you have subscribed to my little channel. I'm trying to think of things to get out there so that I can make it interesting, and yeah, I appreciate it. So okay, so we're going to put down Monday. Actually, I think before I do that, I'm going to actually put down our headers. And I have now in the shop, because all the kits come a la carte, I have now in the shop headers that just say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. So that if you're a person who doesn't plan like this, let's say you use a rings planner of some sort, you can actually just buy those and then say, you know, the washi and the full boxes, whatever. So yeah, that's in the shop. Take a look for that if that's the way you plan, because I know a lot of people don't necessarily plan, and you know, planning has really changed a lot since I started planning back, oh gosh, it's got to be, I want to say like 8 years ago, when I first came across a YouTube. It was the strangest thing. I was doing gel nails at the time, and I had found this girl who had this gel nails channel, and I quite enjoyed her. I followed her, and she starts talking about her other channel, which was a Plan With Me channel. And I'm like, well, what the heck's that about? So I clicked on it, and she had an Erin Condren planner, and she was into the planner community. And that's how I actually found the planner community, which I think is really funny that I found it through through a nail tutorial channel. But interestingly, she was from Edmonton, which isn't very far from where I live. And yeah, she was, she posted her hauls and what have you. And I don't know if she's still, I've quit doing nails during COVID. Clients quit coming, and I kind of quit doing my own nails. And as much as I love how they look, the time investment and doing them myself is just whatever. So anyhow, I haven't done nails for a very long time, but so I have no idea if she even has her channel. And it was just it was just so much fun. And then I discovered, after I watched her first plan with me, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, look at all this. And I always had a day timer that I would buy. I had a cover, and then every year I would go to Staples and purchase the kit that would go inside of it. And it was funny because I actually used to put little stickers or little things down on the pages, not even knowing this was a thing. And of course I didn't keep them, like the inserts. They're all gone. I just wrote appointments and whatever in it, but I still do actually have the cover. I don't even know what size it would be. I'm thinking it might be like a personal. I don't know. I'd have to go find it and figure it out. But I have always been a person who's had a planner or a little kind of like a cheapy 99-cent thing in my purse that I would write things down in, or yeah. So when I discovered this, I was like, what? First thing, I ordered an Erin Condren planner. I was at Michael's looking for stickers of any kind. And of course that was before it was like we had those big Happy Planner sticker books or anything. It was just cheap little kind of 99-cent, whatever I could find stickers. And that's how I got into planning. And then I started seeing, of course, when you know how YouTube works. So all of a sudden in my feed, it was like, let's make stickers, or how to run a sticker shop. And I was like, oh, I could do that. So my husband's like, go buy yourself one of those machines. And so I bought a silhouette, and I started making my own stickers for quite a while. And I mean, trust me, that was like, I wanted to throw it through the window. I don't even know how many times, because I didn't really understand the software, and I struggled with layering. I have so many things, and my husband does do AutoCAD, so he was able to help me. And I watched tons and tons and tons of YouTube tutorials, and some of them, looking back, I'm like, oh dear, like those people had no clue what they were talking about. But I mean, it was, you could just tell some the advice was like, oh dear, and then others were invaluable. So that's how I started making stickers. And at that time, I mostly bought my clip art from Etsy. And I was really nervous about making any mistakes as far as copyright and stuff like that goes. So I only purchased clip art that said that I could, use it to make commercial things, which really limited me. And then I started thinking, well, once I started my little shop. But I mean, I really just threw a few stickers in there and didn't really think much about it. And then it kind of, I'd start getting the odd order, and then I'd spend more time. And anyway, it's evolved to what Bizzybeeplanners is today. So people have asked me in the past, what does Busy Bee, like, is there any significance behind that? And there kind of is. Originally, I wanted to call it the Prairie Planner, but that's actually already a shop here in Canada. So that was out, and because I live on the prairies. But I thought, well, maybe I could call it Busy Bee. And I didn't want it to just be the regular, like busy, like BUSY. And when my daughter, her name is Elizabeth, when she was little, her cousin couldn't say her name, couldn't say Elizabeth. She's a couple of years younger. So she would call her Busy for whatever reason, like B-I, not Lizzie, but Busy, B-I-Z-Z-Y. And it kind of stuck as a funny little nickname, because that's what her cousin called her. And her name is Elizabeth, and our last name is Brace. And so Busy Bee kind of was her, it was like whoops, I've got the wrong, too much talking. So that's where it came from. Bizzybeeplanners is essentially named after my daughter and has nothing to do with bees. So, which is a strange, yeah, I know, but that's the way it goes. My kids all have have had varying strange nicknames through their lives. Still do, and they're like in their 30s. So all of them are in their 30s currently. So yeah, it's kind of funny how names stick with you. And yeah, that's the origin of the name for the shop. So strange, but true. Yeah, so anyway, that's how I discovered all of this, was, you know, through a nail video. It's all the strange things. So yeah, that's the story of that. So we've got that much down. I love these trees. They're just so pretty. They kind of look like they're in a fog or something, which is partly why it's so gloomy here today, because we've got a fog advisory out. So anyhow, that's okay. Let's get these down. I've got varying colors. The clip art had, actually, let's not put that same color right next to it. Let's go with one of these with the darker trees. Yeah, I usually wait until we get proper snow on the ground before I start using winter kits. And we don't yet, thankfully, but I do see that it is in the forecast for next week, although that can change, obviously. And I won't be here, so I just hope we don't come home to 25 feet of snow. I'm not quite ready for that. It's really, for me, I don't mind the snow, and I don't mind feeling cozy, whatever, you know, when it's snowing outside. It's the driving I hate. I hate driving in the ice and the snow, and everybody, especially the first 2 weeks of winter, like proper winter when the snow's down, is everybody forgets that there's ice underneath all that snow, and they drive like idiots, and yeah, it's slippery and what have you. So that's really my dislike of the snow. And I just wish it didn't get, you know, if we had snow for like 2.5 months, that'd be perfect. But that's not the reality of where I live. So okay, we've got this last one left. It's really pretty, and I think we'll lay it down. Yeah, we're going to put it down there. Okay, so that can go. And then we've got our little things, which I've already accidentally pulled off. Okay, oops. And there isn't a lot of deco with this kit because just simply because it was mostly the trees that were the art. And then I kind of went through Creative Fabrica and found some other trees. So there isn't a ton, and there isn't a lot of room, but, you know, so it just depends. If you're a person who likes lots of deco, then, you know, there isn't going to be with this one. But that's the trouble with things when I find papers that are just papers that I want to use for boxes. There often isn't anything to make for the deco, and that can be a bit challenging sometimes. So, okay, weekend banner down here. Habit tracker, we're going to put down here. What else? Okay, those are pretty. And I'm thinking that washi, let's just get that out of there. I could cover this. I hope there's enough. There should be. Cover this dark line at the top. I think it'll work. It's got quite a bit of red in it, but I mean, I think it'll be fine. Oops, it's very thin. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Okay. I forgot to grab a washi card. Just use this to tear it. So if you were watching any of my previous videos, I had mentioned my whole Costco thing and my stiff neck and listeria. I do not have listeria. The doctor called me with the blood work results. I had a few other issues that he was like, about, but nothing serious, and certainly not listeria. So no idea why I have such an awful sore neck. And I've been taking a muscle relaxant prescription strength that he gave me, and it makes me feel so wonky. Oh, darn. And yeah, so I didn't take that last night. And boy, am I feeling it today. Just the next day I feel, and he wants me to take it, like he's got on there 3 times a day as needed, but if I took that 3 times a day, I would be in bed. I would not be able to function. Like, taking it once is like, oh goodness. So anyhow, that's the way it goes. But I'm thankful I don't have listeria. To be honest, I'd rather just have a stick. I don't know. Maybe I need to, I think I have other pillows in my house that I might try tonight and see if that makes any difference. I just really don't know. So, okay. So let's see. What have we got here? So Monday we fly home. So I'll put a box down for that. And then Tuesday we'll be busy doing things like laundry, bathing the dogs, what have you. I know Millie has a vet appointment for her yearly checkup on the 15th, and the 14th I have a hair appointment. So I'll put that down for Thursday. And then what else have I got? I think Wednesday we'll just put a box for, there'll be something I'm sure that I'll need to catch up with. And then, whoops, that's a little crooked. Oh, I got a bubble. Okay, 16th and 17th, weekend. Oh, it's hard to believe we're just about at the end of the year. I don't know why, but it just feels that way. Okay, so that is all of that. Now I've got my little book here. We're going to pull out a, what have I got? Oh yeah, here's a payday sticker. It's gray, but that's okay, because Tuesday will be Etsy payday. And I will be closing the shop for a few days. Some people leave their shops open while they're away, but it stresses me out, especially if I end up with a lot of orders, and then because I like to have my orders out quickly, and yeah, I just I don't like that. So I'm going to close it just for 3 or 4 days, which always kind of affects the search on Etsy for some reason. But anyway, that's okay. A lot of people out there, I saw actually on Threads the other day an interesting, somebody had said that, you know, because there's so many people who hate Etsy, they're anti-Etsy. And I get where they're coming from as well. There are times when Etsy is very frustrating. However, it's easy for me. I don't have to worry about remitting GST and PST and all the things that I would have to do, because I have, I do books for my husband's business. That kind of thing is just taken care of, and there's perks. And I don't know how anybody would find me if I didn't have Etsy, because a lot of my orders are still orders that come from just people on Etsy, just searching up stickers. So I haven't made the move, and I can appreciate big shops that have a huge following and repeat customers. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for a meeting sticker, but I don't seem to have one. I know that they, for them, and that's awesome. And someday maybe, but for now, I'm just gonna stick with Etsy, and that's the way it goes. So I think that is all I'm going to do. I still have, this is such a pretty sticker. I may make a deco sheet of just these trees, because there were more of them. So I think I might do that, because they're just, I don't know, pretty, and you can use them for any time of the year. Maybe we'll put one here. And actually, Monday's going to be kind of a write-off day, because we're flying all day. So maybe I'll just put this one here. Yeah, maybe I won't. I'll just leave that just in case I want to write flight information and stuff in there. Maybe I won't do that. But yeah, there we go. The week of Monday the 11th through Sunday the 17th. And like I said, I'm going to back plan this when I get home from my trip. And I've got some ideas for that. And yeah, here's my November. So far, I haven't filled it in at all. And my hair appointment actually got changed. So that's not correct. So anyway, that's where we are at. I hope everybody has a wonderful November. I hope the weather's great where you are, and we will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.